Howard University was established, one of the finest black colleges in America. They said there were 3 things in Congress that they would never teach black people. 3 things. 1, the science of business. I didn't say they wouldn't teach you business administration and give you a BS, an MS, or an MBA. They got that covered. But the science of business is the science of life itself. Why aren't black people doing business? Every creature gets for itself. You don't find a black bird in a line looking to Big Bird to find it some worms. Every creature knows how to extract from this creation what it needs to build a house for itself, to feed itself, and to protect itself from its enemies. But you, with all our degrees, we have millions of black men and women out of work, and they're looking to the white man. Well, let me get my picket sign. Let's march. White folk ain't giving me a job. I'm mad. And with all the education that you're supposed to have, you asking him to make a job for you? You asking him to build a house for you? You're asking him to farm for you? So we have not been taught the science of business. You've been taught accounting, so you can be a CPA in his firm. You've been taught business management, so you can manage his business, but very little of your own. Then the second thing he said he would never teach black people is the science of warfare. Because if you know the science of business, you have to have the science of warfare to protect business. See, no creature is unaware of its enemy. Mama teaching the little one, look out for that, because that's your natural enemy. I have some cats and dogs at our farm, and I watch the little baby cat. When the dog comes by, you see it get up, and its back hunches up. I said, boy, at that age, it knows its enemy. What happened to you? Didn't life teach you yet? Didn't your reality teach you yet? And you will trade a friend for an enemy as long as the enemy enemy smiles at you, offers you his daughter or his son. No white woman on your arm is payment for the damage done in the Black Holocaust. No intermarriage is payment. So here was black men who were naturally gifted in the science of warfare. Toussaint Louverture didn't go to military school, but 60,000 of Napoleon's finest, 30,000 of them were wiped out by the tactics of Toussaint Louverture. And Haiti, right now, is still paying for whipping Napoleon's behind. Hannibal, Genghis Khan, they studied Genghis Khan in military school. But a Negro in the West must never learn military science, so that he will always be at the mercy of his open enemy. Come on, wake us up. And the last thing that they said they would never teach us is the science of mating. Here, notice how rich white folks, they select other rich white folks. It's not an accident that Senator Kerry married Miss Hines. That's mating. See, they know how to produce thoroughbred horses, pedigreed dogs, but don't teach Negroes the science of mating. See, we mate from the navel down. White folks mate from the neck up. And incidentally, then down comes into play. But down don't guide this. But us, sister, you see a cute brother. Oh, ain't he cute? But cute, you find out, don't pay them bills, do they, baby? Brother, you see this pretty girl, and you say, man, you tell your roommate, man, she is sure enough fine. She is shaped like a Coca-Cola bottle, baby. I'm in love. She's so sweet. Yeah, she's sweet, all right. But 6 months into the marriage, sweet had turned bitter. Because no woman can be sweet on a man that refuses to develop into a man. And there's nothing at Morehouse, nothing at Clark, nothing at Spelman that trains a woman and a man to one another. You don't know how to choose the right one for you. You don't know how to rear children and make a great nation of people. So this is just happens to, hey baby, how you doing? Let's get it on. Oh damn, she's pregnant. Well, it was one of them things, I mean. She say I'm pregnant. Well, what you gonna do about it? Because he sure don't want no responsibility. Damn, I thought you was protecting yourself. Well, I thought you was protecting yourself and me too. Now the unwanted child is present, interfering with your plans. Growing up warehoused in all of these so-called institutions that look after children. There's hardly a child that is not being abused. There's hardly a female in this audience who doesn't know abuse. How in the hell can a woman grow to love a man when her own father, her own uncle, her own grandfather, her own brother is misusing her? So you want to know why women don't want to be around men today? You want to know why women find more comfort with another woman? You want to know why men would rather be on the down low? Because they can't handle a woman. It takes wisdom to handle a woman properly. And when you don't have wisdom, you cannot handle a woman with your fists. So now let's talk about reparation. Tell me something. You know, I know, we know the government owes us. Brothers, you are programmed right now for total destruction. See, when they put out a movie called Boys in the Hood and show us to the world at our worst behavior, when they put a movie out called Menace to Society, and you see your brothers pistol whip a Korean woman, reach over the counter, shoot her, and then go home and take a video camera of it and sit down and laugh at it, and you in the movie laughing at it too. White folk have sent that movie all over the world. And do you know what's being done? White people all over the world and your own black brothers are looking at you through the lens of a movie camera, and they are saying, my God, black people are terrible. The biggest industry in America today is prisons. They're going to build more and more and more. Who are they building them for, brothers? It costs nearly $40,000 a year to keep you in jail. They're not interested in giving you education. They like you just like you are, so that 3 strikes, you in for life. Another plantation, brothers. You're a slave for the rest of your life. What is it, brother? That's right. That's right. That's right. If you don't want to go with the program, they'll program. And so here you are, programmed for annihilation. And look, brothers, the guns that you have in the community right now is a justification for big tanks to come in the neighborhood. And guess what? Our women are so distraught at the level of violence. Our mayors, our black mayors and white mayors and police chiefs, they're saying, look, we can't handle this. So they're calling for the National Guard. They're calling for reinforcement from the army. And pretty soon, if this doesn't get turned around, you're going to see your blood running in the gutters, because you're going to run out with your pop gun. And they're going to come in with helicopter gunships and tanks rolling in the community, and you don't have nothing to match it. But this little sense of power that you have is driving you crazy to kill your own. You're menace too. Who's menace one? Who's menace one? If I'm John the second, they gotta be John the first that I come from. If you are menace two, who's menace one? White males have menaced the earth, and now they produce you as a menace to who? To yourself and your own community. So what must be done? There was an ass tied. Talk about that. Talk about it. And a young colt was tied with the ass. And Jesus, when he met Peter and the disciples, he said, look, I know you're a fisherman, Peter, but I don't need you fishing in that sea. Follow me, and I'm going to make you a fisher of men. Because our people are in the sea of sin, and somebody has to go after them. But they like the water that they're in. So you got to bait your hook with something the fish like. But fishing with a hook is slow. So Jesus said, cast your net on the right side.
Hello, brothers and sisters.